tradition, and we have a special guest. My father Jerry's come down from New Jersey to show us how to make the famous Uncle Jerry's cheesecake. Come on over, Dad.
How you doing?
Why don't you tell us how this...
Let me hold you there for a minute. You said Uncle Jerry's Cheesecake.
Yeah.
You left one word out. Italian cheesecake.
Right. Not the sour cream or the cream cheese type.
There's certain ingredients that go into an Italian cheesecake, and that's what I make.
Okay, this one is made with ricotta cheese, right?
That's right, ricotta, and I like to use Polio.
Okay.
Very good product.
Little product placement. How did you come about this recipe?
Well, about 40 years ago, my first restaurant I had, I went to the bakery and I asked him, I need an Italian cheesecake. And he had a very good one in this town. And he didn't want to give me the recipe. So what I did was asked Aunt Marie, and she gave me one of her recipes.
Right.
And we fudged it a little bit, and this is what we came out with, what you're going to see.
Excellent. So what are the ingredients for this cheesecake?
Okay. We start with the ricotta.
Okay.
10 egg sugar. 6 eggs.
Right.
A little flavor of amaretto. And a crust of
graham cracker.
Graham cracker crust.
All right.
And that's about it.
Okay, what's the first step?
First step is we get this ricotta and we put it in the pan.
So we're putting
Now we're going to put in 3 pounds of ricotta for this 10-inch cheesecake.
And it has to be whole milk ricotta.
Whole milk, yes.
Right. So we just empty all of the ricotta into the KitchenAid mixer. All right. Done. What's next?
Okay. Then we put the 10x sugar in.
10x sugar, and this is 1 pound of 10x sugar.
Right.
All right. All in.
Okay.
Now
what we do is make a little center there so that we can add our eggs.
All right.
And we're going to put them right in the middle.
Okay. So we want to put 6 eggs, right?
6 eggs. The whole egg.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Uh-oh, I missed one. So I'm gonna... Got it. Okay.
Now what we do, we want to mix this so that it fuses together and becomes very loose. And we're going to use the mixing machine.
Right, okay. But what about the amaretto?
Not now.
Not now.
Not yet.
Okay, so now we got to move over to the mixer.
Over to the mixer and start off slow or else that's going to pop up on us.
Okay, now we've got everything here in the mixer. And we're going to start the mixer off slow, right?
Very slow, just to get it going.
Just to get it going.
See, the powder will come up a little bit, but now that's good. That's a good speed.
Right. Looks a little clumpy.
Right.
And eggy. We can increase the speed a little bit now, huh?
And we want it to become as smooth as possible.
Okay.
No lumps in it or any of that. And with the mixer, I think it'll come very nicely.
And then how do you make the crust?
Well, the crust, you get 1 stack of graham crackers, and you have to make them, break them down into dust as small as you can. I'm not going to do it with this. I need something to cover this.
You can put it in the Cuisinart also.
Yes, we can. Yes, we can.
You want to
I never did that, but we can do that.
Okay.
Without the thing, huh?
Yeah, you got to take it out of the bag. Here, want scissors?
Yeah.
You're missing it. Not missing it at all.
Okay. So we're going to put these back here. As fine as possible. Now, as you're doing that, I've got to butter I have a 10-inch spring pan that has to be buttered for the graham crackers. You butter the bottom, you butter the side. You're going to have graham cracker side crust and bottom crust.
That looks smooth. What do you think?
I got to take a look at it just a minute. By the way, I got to, just give me a minute here. Napkin. You can slow that up. I got to put my amaretto in there now.
Okay. How do you know how much?
By the way, you put in about 3 to 4 ounces of amaretto. That's what you're going to use.
So half a cup.
Yeah. Now, half of this goes into the cake right now. Can you turn it off? Let's see. You pour it in.
Half of it?
Half of it. I want some left.
Okay. Yeah.
Very good.
Okay. Now I mix that in.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay. Now let me finish this.
So it's nice and buttered and oiled up, and then we just pour the
Pour it in. Just pour it in. Okay.
Chunk right there.
Now what we do with this is we try to make it nice and even.
Just on the bottom, not up the sides?
On the sides too.
Oh, okay.
The sides won't hold as much. It's just a slight grazing on the sides.
And then keep it even on the bottom.
That's right.
Okay. All right.
Now, when you get the mix, you got to pour it in slow, not to move the crust.
Right.
So you go in as slow as you can until it starts picking up.
All right. You're going to put amaretto on the crust?
And we put a little amaretto on the crust now, the one that we left over.
Let's pour it right on top.
Oh. I love amaretto.
That's it.
All right. So now we have our mix, and we want to just slowly pour it.
Slow, that's it like that, see? Now you can start pouring it faster because you got, that's it. And you can use your, what's happened to your spatula?
That's everything.
It's okay? Okay. Now, before we put this into the oven, we're going to preheat the oven to 375.
Right. Got it.
And I'm going to cook, oh, I need a piece of tin foil to cover this.
Cover the top?
Yes.
Okay. And then
Put it-
how
put it-
long does it cook for?
For 1 hour on my oven at the restaurant. And any house oven, we've got to check it on and off to see what kind of heat it gives it.
All right. Let's get it in. Cooking this for about 2
2
hours.
hours. Well, we went 1 hour and 3/4 cooking it at 375, and then we went 15 minutes to color the top. And that's the
It's
final.
got good color on. Now we
Yeah.
want to loosen it from the
You
sides.
want to loosen it so that the pie doesn't go down only in the middle. You'll have the whole pie go down even.
So you went up to 400?
We went to 450 for the last 15 minutes.
Now we're going to let this cool off in the refrigerator
No,
tomorrow?
right out here.
Oh, don't put it
Let
in the
it cool out here and then put it in the refrigerator. 2 hours out, then put it in the refrigerator.
Uncle Jerry's famous cheesecake. We're going
Thank
to eat
you.
this tomorrow. All right, so we spent all night in the kitchen making the Uncle Jerry's Italian cheesecake. It cooks for about
2 hours.
2 hours. Then we took it out of the springform pan, put it into the refrigerator, and today we're gonna check it out and see how it tastes. Looks pretty good. We'll just cut ourselves a slice out of it. Oh yeah.
There it is. Nice.
Nice and creamy.
Yep.
Good color on top. Typically we just dust it with a little bit of powdered sugar.
That's good.
All right. Let's take a bite and see.
I get a fork?
Yeah, you got a fork too.
I get the first piece.
All right. It's your recipe.
It's loose too. I like that. It's got to be a little loose. Perfect.
Molto bene.
Very good.
Uncle Jerry's famous Italian cheesecake.
You don't get these petting kitty cats.